Reese Hoffa, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 315 pounds. Personal best of 73 feet 7 1/4 inches. He has 2 world championship titles and currently trains in Athens, Georgia.
I always saw myself doing some kind of professional sport. Obviously, I thought it would be more football. Ever since I was 4 or 5 years old, that's just what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a football player and would go forth to try and do that. I think you see it on the Olympics, and you say, "Oh, that looks really cool," and maybe I could give that a try. And you look for different events that maybe best suit your talents. For me, I'm always been a person to throw things, and I thought maybe the shot put would be fun. But when I started, I wasn't really that good. I think I was a better baseball player than a track and field athlete. And then, obviously, when I got coaching, I got better and better.
I think it was his junior year, the summer of his going into his senior year. That's when this guy from California calls me. He goes, "Hello, my name's Don Babbitt. I just got the head throws coach job at the University of Georgia, and I hear you got this guy named Reese Hoffa." I go, "Yes, sir." And he goes, listen. Didn't say it outright, but it was like basically, "Don't let him sign with anybody. I want to see it. Let me have a shot at him. Let me recruit him."
It's I'd say one thing with Reese, he's a rotational shot putter, and I think he's got a few gifts that are very specific to the rotational shot put, and that are very special. And when you look at his physical appearance and size, he's a big guy. But if you look at a lineup at the World Championships, there's a lot of other people that are a lot taller than him and seem more imposing. He has a knack for figuring out how to accelerate things and move very quickly in a rotational plane, a rotational way. And that's very specific to the rotational shot put. Those aren't gifts that'll jump out at you just watching somebody walk down the street. So it's not something you'll see in physical appearance. And when you see him run, he's got very quick turnover and he's very fast. But when you see him move and rotate, he moves as well or better than anybody.
You must be somebody's fun.
I think so.
Reese Hoffa is really famous in Japan. Everyone knows him.
Reese is well known and well liked in Japan, and after having won his most recent championship there, a Japanese magazine sent a reporter to Athens to do a piece on him for one of their sports magazines.
So how you feel to be champion, to get the finally gold?
How does it feel? It feels pretty awesome.
He also has a few hidden talents that he agreed to share with us.
Yeah, baby.
Do you think you could do this faster than he does?
Why can't blondes make ice cubes? Because they always forget the recipe.
Cool.
A pharmaceutical company is also doing a piece on Reese as part of a series with athletes. Reese was separated from his birth mother at a young age and then adopted. In his adult life, he was reunited with his birth mother. And for the photo shoot today, both of his moms are in attendance.
Yeah, she ain't gonna do that. Huh?
Where he is, he's still very much Reese. He's not got the big head. He's not obnoxious, not show-offy. He's a genuine person. And I think of everything. That's my proudest thing is Reese is who he is, and he's not a show off. I'm very proud of him. He's the man. He's my hero.
I really believe that Reese, even though I only knew him for 4 years, that he would be the best at whatever he did, because he just had such drive. And so it doesn't surprise me that he's a world-class athlete at all, because I always expected that he would be. I never expected anything different, really.
Great shot putters are just remembered for what they've done in their career. And I mean, Adam Nelson will always be remembered for his consistency over the years. And for me, it's very difficult to be very good, especially in this era, because the shot putters, especially in the U.S. and in the world, they don't allow for there to be just a one dominant athlete. You have to show up every single major championship and do something incredible every single time. So for me, I know that if I want to be remembered as one of the greats, I may never be the greatest ever, but as one of the greats, I have to be exceptional myself. I don't think there's a lot of 5'11" rotational shot putters that could, stand on top of the world as one of the greatest, and that's what drives me. In some ways, I want to prove to everyone that you don't have to be this 6'5", 6'4" behemoth type of athlete in order to make it in this sport. That you can be 5'11", and if I am 300 plus pounds, that I don't have to be pigeonholed. That I have to be smaller, like Adam at 265 pounds. I could be 300 and still be great, and hopefully that'll put a mark on the sport that, this guy's pretty special, and maybe should be pretty good, and that's what drives me.